I've had these forever.
Oh, that is great.
The Meta glasses don't have the camera in the middle, they have them out here.
On the outside, and it gives a weird perspective.
Distortion.
Yeah.
And they're too wide angle.
Yeah.
I don't like the wide angle on the Meta glasses.
There's a...
Okay,
yeah,
we can date it later.
Oh, there's a date. I didn't even realize that. There we go. There.
Alright guys, we got one with some pretty good lines in it here. I've already drilled. We're going to get our tool on here and get set to fill this one. Now, if you watched my last video, you will see that I had to do a crack repair on the inside of the glass. If you didn't watch that video, you need to go back and watch it. That was the weirdest windshield repair I've ever done. Going with 7 drops on this one. Want to get all these lines filled in. This windshield, what did we say? It had 8 repairs?
8 repairs.
I've counted 8 repairs on this windshield. He said he bought the car used, which means whoever had it before just loved attracting rocks, apparently. Because we counted 8 repairs on this windshield. This will be number 9. Crazy. Alright, and we're not going to rush the process. We're in a garage, so we don't have to rush. We can just monitor it and let it fill. Since we're working inside a garage, we don't have to hurry because we're not worried about the sun curing it while we're doing the repair. I can see this line filling. That bottom line over there is pretty much full. That line's beginning to fill. There's a little tiny line at the top that hasn't filled yet. We might have to probe it a little bit. Get them to open up a tad. And probe that bottom one. Yep, that's filling now. It's almost full. Probe that one over there a little bit. Yep, we can see that resin flowing into that one now. It's a beautiful thing. Probe this one a little bit. We don't need to rush this because we're in a garage, so we're not like trying to hurry and get it done. We just want to make sure that all the lines will open up enough to get resin. Because we definitely want to fill all the lines in. And if you'll notice, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but looking at this one from this angle, I can't see if it's opening or closing. But if I come down to this angle right here, let's see if the camera can pick that up. Now you can see it opening and closing. I think the camera's picking that up. I hope anyway. Now you can see it opening and closing. I'm always telling you guys you need to change your perspective when you're doing this kind of stuff. If you're not changing your perspective, you're not going to see everything that you need to see. When you're doing a repair, you need to look at things from different angles. Okay, so that one's full, but it's going back and forth, so that means we need to pull a vacuum on it. We need to get the air out. There's air stuck in it. So we'll pull a vacuum. And we'll open it. Oh, there goes the air. Beautiful. There goes the air. The air's going out of it now. That's a beautiful thing. Let's get the air out of that one. And that one up there. Sweet. Love my job, if you can't tell. Carlos is standing back there going, dude's just talking to himself, man.
I actually just gave you a follow.
On YouTube?
Yes.
How'd you find it?
Because I'm a premium member. It's easy to search.
Yeah, you just looked up ChipHappens windshield repair?
Yep.
And it popped up?
Yep.
And it showed this picture?
Pretty much, yeah.
Because that would have been the main picture on the clickbait, just like that.
You talked about your last video, so that I looked up the last video to make sure that it was yours.
Oh, okay, cool.
The 9-inch repair or something like that?
No, that's not the last one. The last one that I just did
Uh-huh.
won't come out for another week.
Okay.
But as far as they're concerned, if they're watching this video, that
They're gonna
means
see that, yeah.
that video already came out previously. So they need to watch it. It was the weirdest thing, man. It was the damnedest thing. I was working on a car. He had a rock chip about right there, a big one. And he had a big impact right here. And a crack that came down like this. So I drilled at the end of the crack like I normally do, and I put my little probe in there, and I went to pop a chip, and the line just went farther. So I popped another chip, and the line went farther. So I thought, well, that's okay. I can fill that little bit of a line down there because, you know,
It's
once I fill the chip, it'll run down the line and fill the line. The line was not taking resin. And I kept thinking it was you have 2 layers of glass, right? So I kept thinking maybe it was just cracked underneath the layer of glass and it wasn't quite coming to the surface.
Yeah.
And the kid reached inside the car and went like, he goes, that's on the inside. So I checked it, and sure enough, it was cracked on the inside of the glass.
I wonder how they hit
inside the car. The impact was so hard that it just left a bubble out here, but it cracked in the inside layer of glass. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
So I filled the crack from inside the car, which was, again, crazy, because I've never done that. I mean, it's just a crack, so it should fill. But I didn't pop it like I wanted to. I really wanted to drill the inside of the glass and use a little pop and give it a bullseye chip so it'd stop it, but I've never done it before on the inside of the glass, so I'm not going to test my theory on a customer's car. You know, I'll wait until I can go to a junkyard and find one similar, because I will. I'll eventually find one in a junkyard that has a crack on the inside. And then I'll drill the inside of the windshield and see if I can pop a bullseye on the inside.
So you can.
That way, if I ever come across that again, I can go, I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
You know, I don't have to say, I've never done this before.
Don't have to practice.
But I do that all the time, man. I practice at junkyards on all kinds of things that, you know, if there's I'm pretty familiar with just about every kind of chip there is now. But if I come across one that I've never seen, and or not, you know, something like that, like cracked on the inside, I won't attempt to pop a chip on the inside of the glass. I filled the crack from inside. You know, I got some resin in it, so it shouldn't crack any farther, but I wouldn't attempt it to have popped it.
Yeah.
So now I have a reason to go to the junkyard and practice again.
Find a thing.
I don't even need to find a windshield with a crack in it. I can just find a broken windshield and drill the inside glass and see if I can pop a chip. If it'll pop the same way as the outside, I know the inside layer of glass is much thinner than the outside layer. So I'm going to have to figure out how deep I can drill and how hard I have to tap on it and everything else. So I'll go to the junkyard and I'll just sit in the car and just
practice with
it. Drill, you know, just drill and pop, drill and pop, drill and pop until I figure out how to do it. And then the next time I run into a situation like that, I'll be able to just drill and pop it with confidence. So when you moving?
6 months. So, you know, about 6 months from now, 7 if it's gone.
You're waiting that long?
Yeah, because we want to buy a house. You know, we want to. Already the market is going down, so
yeah,
we can get 6 or 7 acres for about what this house is worth here.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're gonna get a little wooded area.
Nice. Very nice. Spray your ticks with lime.
Oh, yeah.
I mean your trees with lime.
Oh, yeah.
To get rid of the ticks.
We already, my brother already told me.
So a lot of people will use an herbicide on their trees in the wooded area. You don't need to. Lime. Literally, just lime. Same stuff you put on your ground.
Yep.
You spray the trees down with lime. You can make a slurry and spray it wet, you know, and spray them down with lime, and that'll keep the ticks away from your trees. If they can't attach to your trees and stuff, they won't attach to you, for the most part.
That's pretty much.
I hate ticks. Ticks are not my friend.
Had to deal with too many of them.
I dealt with a lot of ticks growing up. We went camping a lot out in the woods. I was never very happy coming home and having to have ticks taken out of my hair and out from under my armpits. Other uncomfortable places. Nope, I do not like ticks. Well, my friend, that's a good repair. That turned out beautiful. Just looks like a bug splatter now.
Yep.
You're getting just the right light, you'll still be able to see the lines. You know. Because
you're
right.
will probably not split the sunlight.
No, it ain't going to split.
That's the only thing, because I'm driving heading west.
Yeah, it ain't going anywhere. Once they're full, they're full. That's why I'm so careful to make sure I get the resin all the way out to the very end of the lines. And see, looking at it from, you know, once I remove my mirror, you can't even see the lines.
Yeah.
Once I take my mirror away, so that is absolutely beautiful.
Excellent.
Alright guys, you know what to do. Click the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video, throw me some love. Carlos already subscribed. He's a good guy, see? You guys need to follow his example.